G'day everyone. In today's video, I'm going to jump into a few reasons why your horse might be rubbing or scratching themselves either on you or other inanimate objects, or even annoying their horse buddy. So let's jump into those reasons. G'day everyone, I'm Zoe and this is Kahu. This is just a little reminder that I'm not a professional horse trainer, so anything you do see in my videos is only intended to be a guide. So with that said, let's get on with the video. Your horse may rub or scratch themselves on different things for a multitude of different reasons. One of those might be something that most of us might not even think of, and that is actually lice. So there are actually two different types of lice that horses can get, and I'll put those names and their scientific name on the screen at the bottom here. Now these are species specific lice, so don't worry about being able to catch lice off of you or them being transferred to your dog or any other animal, because they are species specific, so they can only go from horse to horse and not to, say, cattle if you have cattle. Now Cora behind me is currently in the process of actually eliminating some lice. It went unnoticed until I saw that she had this bald spot here on her back, and I wondered what's going on. You know, she's pulling out all her hair, and on closer inspection, after these patches were getting bigger over the course of literally a couple of days, I noticed that there was actually some little critters that shouldn't be in her fur. So she did get a natural bath from a product from Equiday, which contains rosewood, which has some antiparasitic effects in terms of killing some lice, so it killed a fair chunk on her, and I have since covered her in diatomaceous earth, which is why she is a little bit on the smoky side, why she is not actually a bay horse at the moment. So although diatomaceous earth has shown to help with this, it's not a foolproof method, and I'm looking into other methods to actually treat her, more natural methods where possible with my horses, but I am looking into a product from Hippo in New Zealand, so I will be giving you an update on that when I know more. Not the most glamorous for you, but a common thing with horses is that they'll scratch especially the dock and sides of their rump here, and there's a few reasons again why they might do this. It might be that the muscles around here and up here might be tight. It could also be parasites or midges or other things in the hair that are causing irritation. Some horses might even scratch and itch anywhere on their body simply out of boredom. Another reason horses might keep rubbing, and especially around the neck area and sometimes around the face, might be because they are having a case of Queensland itch, also known as sweet itch. But this isn't always the case. Sometimes we diagnose it as sweet itch or Queensland itch when it might actually be a specific type of parasite that is living in their blood vessels in their neck. And this is when we see the horses primarily only scratching around the neck, sometimes the ears and face area, and we diagnose it as sweet itch when it might actually be a specific type of parasite. These can only be killed with ivermectin-based dewormers and things like that that'll actually kill it that way, but you'll see a lot of scarring, a lot of rubbing on the neck if it is down to this, but do see a veterinarian if it is this or whether they have another medical condition. As horse owners, it's our job to work out what's going on in their body, and we can narrow down within a little of what's going on based upon where those itches are and whether or not it's consistent. I actually posted this video with Cora enjoying some really good scratches, and it was primarily along this section of her back. It was only days after I posted that video that I found out that Cora had lice, so it was no wonder Cora was really enjoying that itch. But it was really localized primarily down her back, and especially just here, you might just about see this bald patch covered in diatomaceous earth. Now Cora's actually still got a few lice on her, but she can't actually transmit them to me simply because they are species specific. Other things that we can do to narrow down what's going on is observe our horse's personality and general behaviour. Has their behaviour or personality changed since this particular scratching behaviour came to itself. If Cora was a lot more lethargic, then I might put it down to other health reasons or linked with parasites either internally or externally. But it's not always that simple. Despite Cora having quite an infestation of mites, she didn't actually exhibit much in the way of behavioural difference. She was starting to scratch a little bit more, but only after what I suspect to be about a month after this issue arose itself. So, to summarise, these are the main reasons that a horse may be rubbing themselves. It could be an allergic reaction to something. It could be parasites, whether internal or external, that is causing irritation of some description. Could be they are genuinely itchy, and we all know what it's like when we get that really bad itch. Some of us might really scratch against that wall. Horses are no different. It might be boredom. Is your horse stabled or out in the open? That's another reason why a horse may be extensively rubbing themselves. There may be some form of dermatitis to the skin, which if you've seen it in your dog or even in yourself, you'll know how extensively itchy that can be. Although classified as a parasite, worms might also cause extensive itching. But it doesn't stop on just these reasons. As horse owners, it is important that we narrow down the true reason why our horses are scratching to narrow down and treat the best way that we can. As always guys, my videos are only intended to be a guide, and all the reasons listed in this video are not limited to those reasons alone. Your horse may have something else going on, or you know a horse that does. Either way, it's not limited to these reasons in this video, and as always, you should only take this video as a guide. Okay guys, that summarises this video. If I missed anything or you have any questions, do drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you have any video suggestions, drop them in the comments below. So until next time guys, the horses and I will see you next time. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date with what's going on in our world.